I'm so grateful to be alive, to have the ability to move, to breathe. My inspiration for today's class comes from an interview that I did a few days ago about gratitude and transcendence, about how gratitude can support transcendence, and specifically about how the dance can support all of that. And we talked about how gratitude is an expression of love, and it also allows us to experience love. It's like this exchange, right? And when we're able to be in that current and express sincere gratitude, we can have experiences of transcendence. She was really curious about the mechanics of the dance and how the dance supports transcendence. And I found myself kind of over and over again speaking to this point that we reach in the dance. Maybe not every time, but often, especially with Azul, where the heart is touched and there is an opening in the system of the body, and we can have a taste or an experience of transcendence. And this, it feels different. It can express differently. It might feel like a sensation of just beauty or awe or acceptance or wholeness or bliss or connection, okay? Deep connection, inward and outward. Okay? Sometimes there is a specific aha that accompanies this moment, but often there's not. Often there's just sensation where the heart feels touched and the sensitivity expands and it feels alive. It feels good. It feels like truth. And I realized in sharing this with her that this is where I'm pointing us. This is the space that I'm holding for us to have that possibility to encounter that place in us, to have that moment. That's what I'm holding. And so today, I want us to be curious about those moments. I want us to be curious about that possibility in our dance, okay? We can describe these moments or transcendence as like an expansion of self, where we shift out of like the lowercase self to the larger S self. We also might understand it as connecting to a deeper sense of self that we can name our soul. Okay? And the dance supports this. And we can notice in our dance that when we feel this, there is an opening that is happening. There is an opening that is happening. When we move the body enough and with enough presence, that the opening happens, and specifically an opening that reaches the heart. Okay? So this is why opening is one of the 4 orientations in Azul, and why I say that while we can't like force an opening, we can't, but we can make ourselves available to it. The very last thing I just want to name for us, because it's important to the dance. Those moments are described as like, kind of through meditation, through sitting, and where we leave the body and we feel that sense of connection to something greater. And this is a very different possibility that happens through the dance. It's where we enter deeply into the body. Okay? We go through the body and through our humanity to the point where everything meets and we experience the vastness of who we are and really of life itself. So, in the spirit of this and the way that we can practice together entering into the body, let's dance.